We're here each and every day at 8 a.m. for your viewing, listening pleasure as we explore this idea that life is to be questioned. It is through questions that we discover truth. And truth really we find is only a perception based on beliefs that we've held within us. We find that most of our beliefs are unconscious, that we've been domesticated by our parents, by our churches, by our schools, by our families, by our friends, by television. And the rest of our life, we're trying to wake up from this domestication in order to be conscious creators of our lives. And so today, as every day in February, I'm talking about this idea that we call love. And as I explore this idea called love, today I talked about that the idea of love sets us free. And when we feel free, we feel light, we feel lighthearted, we feel not heavy, we don't feel bogged down. Because why? Because when you're in love, you're not in judgment. And when you're not in judgment, you're not attached to things. And when you're not attached to things, you're not holding all that excess, I'll call it weight, but it's like emotional energy that you carry with you. When you're in judgment, you're carrying around a lot of emotional energy. And that emotional energy just weighs you down. You notice that? You notice that when you're not feeling good, you're not feeling depressed, a little anxious, you're feeling sad, whatever, you feel weighted down. You don't feel light. And that's all about your emotions. When you're carrying those dark emotions that are all about attachment and judgment, those weight you down. Think about this. If you really think about the idea, if you don't believe me, just contemplate the logic of this, okay? When you judge, you're judging against standards. Whose standards? What are the right standards? Are there standards that you truly believe in? Are they standards that you've adopted from others? Are they realistic standards? Are they expectations totally out of control? Most of the time, we are living up to the expectations that we've accepted from others. Do you ever think about that? We're living up to the expectations of others. And when we do that, yeah, we're going to feel heavy. Why? They're not our expectations. And then when you come to the idea, well, I'm living up to my expectations. Are they really, are they real expectations, or are they way beyond anything possible in the moment? We are spiritual beings having a human experience, but we are subject in many ways to the laws of time and space. And so it's sort of interesting that we set goals. I want to be a millionaire today. Wait a second. It doesn't happen today. Here's what I understand. Everything that you want in your life is a matter of being aware that it's already a part of you. That quality already exists within you. Now, here's what I also know. Awareness takes time because we've been brainwashed into being, as Pink Floyd, the great spiritualist Pink Floyd, say, we've been brainwashed into becoming comfortably numb. We bought into the illusion that everything that will please us, make us greater, have a greater experience of life, comes outside of ourselves. And that's the greatest lie. That is the greatest lie that we've ever bought. Hey, if I have this person in my life, I'll feel so much better. Hey, if I have that car, that house. Hey, if I live on Maui. Hey, I know a lot of people on Maui. I've been to Maui 50, 60 times. There's a lot of unhappy people on Maui. And that's supposed to be the most beautiful place in the world. And guess what it is? But the fact of the matter is, when you go to Maui, here's a secret. You bring yourself. And the island doesn't change you. You create your experience on the island. And if you haven't changed yourself, guess what? Not going to be a good experience. I've seen over the years, I was there for 30 some years, once or twice every year. And I realized I haven't been back now in 3 years. That's a long time for me. So let me just say hello to everybody. I see you all checking in. I'm very grateful you're here. Thank you for checking in. I got Nicole, I got RJ, I got Wendy, I got Shelly, I got Lori, Kai, Shereel, I got Sandra, I got Annette, I got Patricia, I got Kavita. All of you out there, if you haven't checked in, please do. I love to know that you're out there. And if you've got comments, please write them in. We can talk about it. But people tell me, Lee, oh, there's Bennett out there. They tell me if only I have this, I'll feel better. I need this one thing. I just sort of smile and wait for them to get that one thing. And when they get that one thing, they say, I need this one more thing. Have you ever been in a relationship with a partner? And they say, if you do this for me, that will make me the happiest person in the world. And you do it. And the next thing you know, if you only do this other thing for me as well, that'll make me a happy person. And you know what? It never stops. Let me give you the secret. Nothing you can do for another person will bring them happiness beyond a moment, because it's their state of mind that determines how they experience life. And I'm going to give you a real awakening here. You can't change them. You can't mold them. You can't make them different. That's the beauty. We've all been given free will, and only we can change ourselves. Look at this. I got Kavita out there. Kavita, thank you for sharing this. Kavita says, I was jealous last night. While looking at someone's Facebook page, she is young, thin, and has a great relationship. Here's what I'm going to tell you. That's what you saw, right? Well, she's young, which means she doesn't have the wisdom that you have. So that there's a balance there. She's thin. You don't know if she's got all sorts of conditions, that she's starving herself. Is she bulimic? Yada, yada, yada. She has a great relationship. Well, guess what? In all relationships, there's always balance. It's never all perfect. It isn't. Everything is in balance. So you see, when you look at Facebook or Instagram or any of these other social media sites, guess what? You're seeing one side of the situation. And when you buy into one-sided life, you are addicted to the opioid of the masses. Because I'm going to give you a really, really deep spiritual principle that's very simple. Life is always in balance. You may not think so, but life is always in balance. You are always being challenged as much as supported. Always. 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 I don't care what the situation is. You will be. If you don't believe me, well, prove it for yourself. Kavita says, I don't want to be jealous. Do you want to know how not to be jealous? Love yourself more. What does love mean? Accepting yourself fully. Jealousy means you have compared yourself, you've judged yourself against another person, an unrealistic standard, and that's not love. You're being totally unloving when you're judging. So if you don't want to be jealous, just love yourself. Go in the mirror. If you're not thin, love every inch of your poundage. If you're a bit older, love the fact that you've got all this great wisdom. If you love the fact, hey, wait a second, have a great relationship with yourself. That's the best and only relationship that really matters. You get that? The only relationship that really matters is the one you have with yourself. Because let me tell you something, day in and day out, that's who you're with. You're not with your partner if you have a partner, or the partner you want to be. You're not with them all day. I'm married 48 plus years. I'm not with Jean all that much. When I'm with her, I enjoy the heck out of her. But at the same time, I'm free all the time to be me. So like today is after I get off of here, it's my day off. I don't do minister stuff on Friday. So what am I going to do? I don't know yet. Probably going to involve some gym, because I love to work out. I may end up back at King Spa again. Why? I like the hot tubs. I like the jacuzzis. I love the cold tips. I love the saunas. You got to do things for you that turn you on. I say I love you to myself every night when I go to sleep. Way to go, Nicole. Now, when you wake up in the morning, look in the mirror before you put on your makeup and combed your hair. Now say the same thing. You see, it's an acceptance of just how you are in the moment. And we're not made up all the time. I purposely don't get really dressed up to do this with you. A lot of people say, well, Lee, you got to get an image. And I say, no, I want to be real with people. I want to let them know this is who I am. This is how I am all day, most days. This is how I'm dressed. Dry fit t-shirt, no makeup, my hair a little bit brushed. Today I haven't shaved yet. Not that you would notice because I don't have a thick beard. But I want you to know this is me. And guess what? I accept me. I'm willing to put myself on camera, be filmed, and know that people can watch this for God knows how many years. And I'm okay with that. Because guess what? I'm okay with me. It's not my outer that you're hearing right now. It's my heart center. It's my inner. It's my ideas that I'm sharing with you that you're listening to. If I had a beautiful, beautiful, perfect outer and I wasn't saying things of substance, you wouldn't be listening because you would be able to sense that. Energy is what we really want. An energy that is loving, accepting, is the most beautiful energy. Not only is that, loving and accepting energy is the most attractive energy that you can find on the planet. Because people want to be with you because they know you like you just the way you are. So with that, I am going to say this. You go create your most magnificent day. And if no one says it to you today, know that I have. I love you and I accept you just the way you are. Have a great day, everybody. And if you know someone that could hear this, needs to hear this message, share it with them. Share it with everybody. Everyone needs to hear this message of self-love. And you know what? I'll be back again tomorrow. So create that day, baby. Bye-bye.